Hello, my name is Shuttley and welcome back to another episode of EU4 as the Knights. In previous episode we managed to start a war against Byzantium and Athens, as well as Serbia actually, but Serbia is over there, so they won't be really taking part in this war hopefully. And we are going to be doing a bit of conquering in here. We might actually take all four of these. Now that does put us neighbouring the Ottomans, which is a precarious situation to say the least. But hopefully we can get some strong... Actually, well I suppose right now we can't get any more allies, can we? Venice is not too far off at least. So that's good. If we can get a little bit more territories and all that, that might give us the sort of bonus there required. Oh, end of the War of the Roses already. Oh wow, that was probably the shortest War of the Roses I've ever seen. Well, we weren't really paying much attention to it, to be fair, but it was still really fast. Right, well, since we just see... Oh! Bonfire of the Vanities. We're going to get a little bit prestige. There's a vigorous preacher in Rhodes whose outdoor sermons about the temptation of vanity objects have led to his supporters collecting burning cosmetics, arts, books, the immoral and musical instruments. He rages on about how these objects might tempt one to sin, and urges people, especially the famous artists of the Knights, to bring the things he deems immoral to his bonfires. We're going to stop the man, or we're going to allow him to continue with the rescue of the art. We'll get the extra prestige. We've got a pretty good amount of devotion right now, although it is going down a little bit. Oh dear. Right, Ottomans have managed to conquer some land over here, so now we got a claim on the Ottomans. Of course, we got some claims on Mamluks as well, but that's to be expected. Let's get this siege going, shall we? There's still quite a bit of work to do on that siege, admittedly. They do not have a... No, actually, they do have a general here with 2 shocks, so that would be kind of bad for us, actually. I can't invite anyone into the war, but that's alright. So we got a bit of allies. Once we get these provinces, though, we are going to be kicked out of the Venetian Trade League, which actually I'm the only member in addition to Venice there right now. A bit of a hilarious situation, admittedly. But getting over here should at least get us, actually. In the meanwhile, we could probably improve relations with Naples as well. I'm pretty sure that they will not take an alliance offer quite yet, but once we get a little bit better relations with them, they might... I'm pretty sure that, okay, Venice is actually also neutral towards us. Interesting. We've got fairly good relations, though. Because we are historical friends and all that. So I suppose if we improve relations with them sufficiently, we'll be able to ally Venice. Because Venice would be good with their fleet. Now, admittedly, they don't have massive armies, so we'll need some strong armies to help us in our fights against the Ottomans. Hungary is a decent option for that, I suppose. They've got, well, they've got 21,000, so probably not quite enough. Someone like Poland and Lithuania, of course, if they are in postal union again. So that would be a potential ally, of course, as well. But that is a bit further away. They already have too many diplomatic relations, so that's not really going to be an option right now. Now, I suspect that once we do one more fight with this fleet, we'll probably need to send these to repair for a while. So we just need to wait a little bit longer for that siege to go out. Also paying... Oh, the Renaissance has spawned. Now, where did it spawn in? It is in Urbino. Oh. So if we get good relations with Papal State, they might be willing to sell me that. Interesting. Now, of course, if we could get alliance with Pope, that would be brilliant. But Pope isn't necessarily reliable, let's put it that way. In the sense that they would come and help me. There we go, Caesar Maria completed. And there we go, we pushed... Oh, actually, we stack wiped them. Good. So where's this one going to? It's going to Art... Oh, dear. Epirus is having a bit of an issue there. What I might do... I might ask for military access from them. I could call them to arms, but... Oh, I don't have a diplomat to send. Right, Venice. I think we've got good relations right now. Slow down the speed a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll ask for military access from them. I will detach a siege... and then go over here to help them kick off the rebellion once it moves in here. Because I don't want them to lose too much, but they have one of my few allies right now, so we need to hold on to them. Right, so, Byzantium, would you be willing to give me... You're not willing to do a peace deal yet. Alright then. I don't think I can take Constantinople. It would be... Well, first of all, it's too large. I don't have that many units anyway. Plus, it's a bit far away. So defending that would be practically impossible. Oh, there we are. They have arrived, and our defense is sufficient. There's a bit of losses on our side, in general, but they should be fine now. We got the ticking war score at least on our side. That they will not take this peace deal. Also, I want to get as much gold as possible. That would be quite a bit. But we need to feed our economy a little bit. Now, technically speaking, while we don't own these lands, they won't be able to do too much about it. Like the Ottomans, they won't be declaring war. Like, they might declare war on Byzantium or Epirus. It's one or the other. But we need to be a little bit careful. So is there... If we have a look at our potential allies, Venice is fairly close now. Still needs a bit better relations. Naples is also fairly close, actually. So once we get these lands, it might be good enough at that point to get them as an ally. But Byzantium still wants war. Ottomans are still at peace. Merchants spread thin. Either -10 trade power in Aleppo, Constantinople, or support them anyway. And we lose a bit of diplo points. I think we're going to afford losing a bit of trade power in Aleppo, quite frankly. I don't want to lose the trade power that we have in Constantinople, though. That is something we need to hold on to. But right now, it's a lot of waiting here. Because at least we got the ticking war score, which is going to make this a little bit easier. Now, technically speaking, what I suppose I could do is I could send these to repair. And after that, we're going to go blockade Constantinople. So it's just 2 months of repair, I reckon, and it should be ready. If we have a look at the fleets, they have a total of 10 ships. So we actually have the advantage in fleet numbers now. In which case, what I might even do is I might send the trade ships back to do some trading. They might not leave quite yet, but once we get our ships over here blockading the enemy, it should be much safer for them. Alright, let's say over there. Now we know where their fleet is. We're going to blockade. We are actually going to get a little bit blockading or coin from the blockade, so that's good. Ooh, we could be one of the first ones to invest into Miltech. Don't mind if I do. That innovation is going to be really handy, and the better tactics and morale is also going to be very useful. So that is our first step there then. Ooh, Venice is friendly. So essentially, as soon as we get the war over, we can ally them. Getting that fleet support against the Ottomans would be very handy. Mantua has got a cardinal. Alright then. Okay, now they are on a medium. I suppose if we didn't take quite as much money... No, still wouldn't take a peace deal. Well, we'll still try to get as much money out of them as possible. Oh, Ottomans are fighting Albania, Venice, and Naxos. Okay. So at least the fleets are probably going to get beaten back by the Venetians a little bit, I think. Also, that means that they're a little bit busy, but that after they get Albania, I believe they will then get claims on a lot of this area, which means that if we do take too much land in here, or we're probably going to get pulled into a war because of Epirus anyway. Because we do have the chance of just declining the call to arms. But eventually we will have to fight them, and for that we need to have some strong allies. Hungary is one option, Venetians are another one, maybe Naples. I mean, how strong is Naples' army anyway? 16,000, so it's okay. It's not massive, especially with the Ottomans having 40,000, fairly good quality troops at that as well. Okay, now they're at least a medium. We're slowly getting more and more points. Ooh. Right, a new area is needed. Oh, actually, what we could do... No, we can't seize land during war. I could go for the Papal Protégé, actually. Get some more Papal influence. Ooh, now this is a pretty good one. I'll call it somebody. So, 635. Fairly decent. Oh, we could also get another mission, actually. Clergy wants the base tax to be increased. Nobility wants us to own Sugla, which is part of the Ottomans, so that's not going to happen. And the bourgeoisie want the production to be increased. I think that is something we can do. We probably don't need the 4 active right now, so we'll just go ahead and spend a bit of points there. There we go, we'll get a bit of extra ducats. Ooh. Nicholas II is a navigator. And apparently also a scholar, so the tech cost is reduced. Ooh. He's actually fairly young as well. So that's a pretty decent. Oh, but we have no leader here right now. I'm just going to hire a general. Spocomania, well, it's 1, 2, 3, 1. So actually, that siege paper is going to be really handy early game. Ooh. And I favor neither party. Both would lose a bit of influence and a bit of loyalty. I could favor the nobility to improve their... But I don't want to give up any land right now, so I'm going to favor neither party right now. That's 22 Ottoman ships here. The Venetians got 20 boats there, though. Oh dear. Poor government policies, so either we lose the stability, I don't want to lose the stability, so we'll just lose a bit of the reform progress. It's unfortunate, but it happens. Oh, now they're moving through here all the way to... Oh, okay. I'm going through the islands. Right. Are you still willing to... Nope. So these two fleets probably could take on the Ottoman fleet. It's a lot of transport. Foreign wisdom. Ooh, 50 diplo points. That's good. We still need to increase the total development on our capital quite a bit. Because while we are slowly, very slowly getting the Renaissance in here, if we could get up to 20 development, that would give us an extra... Basically, it would double the speed that we're gaining. So that would be very handy, but right now we don't have that. Technically speaking, we could put in a edict in here to speed it up a little bit, but it's going to be a bit costly. So I don't think we initially want to do that right now. Let's see, with Byzantium... No, still don't want to take the peace deal. Alright then. I suppose another thing that I could do in the meanwhile is improve relations with the Ottomans. If we can make sure that they're not too angry with me... I mean, they will be angry with me, let's be honest. Especially if I go raiding them. But if we assume that we can improve relations with them sufficiently... Also, one of the things that I should do... I'm going to allow allies... Well, I was going to allow the attachment. I suppose allies boarding the fleet is not bad either. If I'm not using it. But anyway, like, we want to be able to utilize our fleet as the strike for... Oh, the Albanian fleet is in trouble there. Yeah, they got beaten back. If it was my fleet and the Venetian fleet, we would probably together take the Ottoman fleet, to be fair. Contacts in the Holy See. Anetius de Vilhena, being a wise and respectful Catholic, has maintained good relations with cardinals and other people in the church, even outside the borders of the Knights. They recently discovered a man... who has just been promoted cardinal, who is also a good friend of theirs, is considering moving to our country to facilitate their mutual work on a theological text. If we aided this process, we would have a cardinal in the Curia who is not only loyal to Anetius de Vilhena, but also to Nicholas II. I'm going to take the admin points, because that's going to allow us to get the tech sooner. And we get at least a little bit bonus there. Iberian wedding. Oh. Aragon is a junior partner now. So I'm guessing for the mission at this stage, for the... Hold on a minute. Fortify Malta? No, Maritime Allies. We need to have Castile relations up. Okay, well that's going to be a little bit more difficult. Although it's not impossible. Not impossible. Especially if we can get some common enemies, but that's going to be more difficult. Right, we do not have a diplomat to send. I'm going to call in the diplomat from Naples, because that can't be improved too much more. And then if we have a look at the peace deal, we still need to get a little bit less. I mean, I suppose if we take... We could take 20 ducats. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. A bit less time in war. We can pull that one in, and now we got the foothold in Greece, so we get a bit more claims. That is good. We do need to get a lot of coring going, though. First, we'll start with Maria and Kia and Corinth. We'll look at Athens a bit later, once we get the points for that. So, Trade League disbanded. Venice, are we allowed to ally you now? If we had a diplomat, yes. There we go, so we are allied to Venice. And what about Naples? Not right now, we've still got neutral attitude. Got some new mercenaries available. Oh, and we can set up rivals. I don't know if I should rival Epirus, to be fair. I think that would be foolish right now, so we're just going to go without rivals for the time being. Oh, Byzantium announced me a rival. Okay, well, that is something that I can support. Oh, the Venetian fleet got beaten back there. Naxos wants a military access, sure. So Venice, we are at least allied. We got a military access. I could offer them military access, I suppose. Although, well, they probably don't need it right now. Although, improving relations with them might not hurt. Another thing that we might want to do is try to get some favors with them. But is there any other one that we could maybe ally? There's Bosnia and Ragusa. I mean, Bosnia, neither one of them is particularly good, to be fair. How far are we from... So Naples is only 2 points away, actually. Oh, wow. That's a lot closer than I thought. Can we have... We could have a military access from them. So if I ask for that, that might improve... Well, I suppose it's more like we need to give them military access, I guess. But, you know, having the access is not necessarily a bad idea. If we could get a bit of an alliance going with them, that'd be really nice. Let's go ahead and start doing some rebel suppression there. I'm not going to reduce the army maintenance right now, although it is going to be a little bit costly. We're at least getting these done soon. War chosen. Oh, right, we could seize land, but nobility doesn't like me right now. And it needs a lot more points there. Okay, so we won't be seizing land right now then. Because I prefer not to have rebellions if I can avoid it. Epirus is playing the alliance because they want my lands, don't they? Yeah, okay. Well, in that case, might as well rival Epirus. Let's save us one alliance spot at least. Oh, right, we could probably go ahead and cancel the military access that we have there. Because Epirus is probably going to be the next target anyway. After that, oh, and Athens, we can start coring that one now. So, Naples, I can't ally you yet. I could probably improve relations with you for the time being. I'm trying to improve relations with Ottomans, but that's going to be proving to be quite difficult, I reckon. How close are we getting alliance to the Pope? Pretty far, actually. Oh, because Papal State is allied to Epirus. Okay, that does make things a little bit more awkward. Oh, and now we're starting to lose our innovativeness that we managed to gather. Oh, that is a lot of troops here. Can we afford having more armies now? No, not yet. I suppose none of these are cored yet, so that's part of the reason. At this stage, I think we are going to kick the trade efficiency advisor. That does reduce our income a little bit, but also the expenditures quite a bit. So I think that's fine. And I think what we can do is we can mothball the fort over there in the south. We can recall the diplomat in Naples now. Is that close enough to... Oh, it is close enough to ally them. Good. There we go. So who do we have as allies? We've got Cyprus, Naples, and Venice. It's a decent trio. I mean, okay, Cyprus isn't much of a help, to be fair. Albania... Oh, did Albania actually... No. Albania is still being sieged down, so they did not survive. Or they probably won't survive, let's put it that way. And Hungary, we'd have to... Oh, right, they're rival Venice. Well, that does complicate things. Who else would be close enough? That could be maybe helping us. I mean, Ragusa is one, but they don't have a lot of troops. Bosnia doesn't have a lot of troops either. Albania is going to be annexed soon. And then the options start getting pretty far away. So probably not a lot of options here for the alliance right now. I could support independence, but that's probably not going to be our primary thing right now. So we still need to wait another 2 years or so. Well, a year and a half, more or less, to get the raiding going again. So that way we can get some money. That reminds me, though, we should probably send this one back home. No point wasting the sailors. Well, we got plenty of extra sailors, admittedly, so it's not too bad. But yeah, the Ottoman fleet is pretty strong. Oh, right, now we got Holy War Casus Belli against the Ottoman. Oh, did someone declare? Oh, France declared a crusade against the Ottomans. Well, ain't that lovely? We're saving up our points for the stability increases because right now, since we have very little religious unity, only got 25. I'm guessing we got... Yeah, I suppose we only got... Well, actually, yeah, we got these as well. So I'm guessing the Orthodox provinces only reduce it... Ah, right, so yeah, we could get a little bit in there. Ah, right, yeah. So it's about 1/4 of the provinces' religious unity because it's part of the same group and all that, I reckon. How much are we getting papal influence right now? We are still gaining 4.2 per year, so it could be better, could be worse, but let's go ahead and improve relations with the papal states in the meanwhile. Just need to get the marketplace tech over here. I mean, well, we don't need it too badly yet. Losing a bit of cash still, but it's enough so that we can keep it going for now. We could potentially do a war against Epirus, but that'd be a war against Genoa and Papal State, and that's not something that I'm willing to do quite yet. But there we go. Now we can get that tech. So these techs need us to get the Renaissance in. Actually, let's have a look at the institution spread. So it's spreading to Athens, and it's spreading to our capital. It's spreading to Crete. And a few other places in here. I mean, technically speaking, if I was to use some points, I could probably get it spawned in here. You know what, let's go ahead and improve the development. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to put in the development cost reduction in here. That's going to save us a bit of points. It's going to cost us a little bit as well, but that's fine. So if we now start improving the development a little bit. So that's up to 17 now. That's also going to increase the manpower and tax income and all that, so overall it's probably going to be very handy in doing that over time here. Of course, we'll probably need to save a little bit of admin points, so once the coring is done, we can turn those into proper provinces for us, and that way we can actually probably already embrace the Greek culture, actually. Oh, Albania, okay, so it's the Venetian troops over here. Oh, they got 16,000 over there, and Byzantium is still independent. For now, but I suppose Albania is going to go first. Then it's probably going to be Byzantium or Epirus. I'm not entirely sure which one. Oh, here's a fight. Now this is something that I want to see. So the Venetian admiral was actually better. And the Ottomans ran away. Oh. Ooh, you just need to go and hunt down that fleet. I mean, the Ottoman fleet isn't massive yet. That's the thing. Yeah, it's only 27 ships. You've got 35 here, so if you were to just use that fleet as a... Well, oh, right, they won't be... Oh, yeah, they've trapped these armies here. That one... Well, I suppose if they go and de-siege that one, then they're going to get back. Oh, there we go. The Venetian fleet is now blockading the Strait of Marmara. Okay, road to base tax 7. Corinth to have a fort. Or roads to have a marketplace. I think we're probably going to go for the marketplace, actually. Also going to increase the base production there, which is quite nice. Oh, there we go. There's a bit of Ottoman fleet being sunk. Good. It's just their trade fleet, admittedly. They lost one ship. Oh, it was actually captured. Well, well, well. Also, how is our force limits anyway? We could have one more unit for land and one more ship. So the ship is something... Oh, actually, no, we're not quite there yet. But I suspect that we can start doing the raiding of the coast soon. When was this one? So it's December of this year when we can start doing it. Alright, I mean, that's not too far off. Oh, they did manage to de-siege this one. They're trying to seize down Corfu, though, which is not going all that well for them. I mean, this, now that I say that, that's probably going to fall immediately, but they don't have the naval blockade in there, which does cause a bit of issues. There's another water shortage, so the garrison is slowly dying out. It might take a while. How is... oh, they're sieging down the Ottoman capital here. Oh, and they got three siege pips. Oh, wow. Now that is quite something. Oh, there we go. The 17,000 men is heading down this way, plus the 7,000 in reinforcements and another 10,000 from here. So I think this siege is going to be lifted soon. Unless they can win it now, which, I mean, there's a possibility, I guess. Oh, Karma has sent a gift to Venice. I mean, fair enough. But the core is underway. And it's almost time to start raiding. So let's just get this fleet in here. Oh, we can actually do it already. At least in some of the areas. There we go. That's another 40. So now we could already start building the marketplace in here, which is something that we need to do anyway. So let's get started. I mean, this way at least we are making money. Getting a bit of cash. Now, we might not go raid too... Well, actually, I suppose we already did raid the Ottomans, didn't we? Yeah, we did. So it's minus 100 from there. Well, in that case, we might as well just raid everything. Rather get the money than, you know, worry about it too much. We can still keep the relations at least manageable with them. Oh, now we've got these, so we can get all the way to Gulf of Gabes. The Tunisians beware. There we go, that was a pretty good amount of extra cash. And I suppose we could also go all the way up here to raid Avlonia and Yanya. Actually, this one we're going to already raid, and then this one's another one. A very tiny one. Let's get to the Aegean Sea. And then we're going to raid Sea of Marmara, and actually we could all the way go to... Well, we could go there already before, now that I think of it. But the Gulf of Varna. We already spent 100 ducats, and we're going to get a lot more from here. Oh, they did manage to siege down the capital. Oh, nice. Very nice. Well done, Venice. Right, and now we can send these back. So I could potentially do the war against Epirus. No, actually, I can't really do the war against Epirus right now. At least that means that Genoa is also going to be beating down the Ottoman fleet for a while, so the Ottoman fleet overall is going to be reduced. There we go, we got the mission done. Actually, no, we did not get... Oh, we started getting the coring done. Right, that's what's happening. Can we? No, we can't. Oh, right, because Athens hasn't been cored yet. At least we got these three done. That's hopefully going to start improving our income a little bit, although not immediately, but at least the autonomy might... well, I suppose this is still a territory. So, yeah, no, it doesn't allow it to go any further down right now. Ooh, right, we got a trade center over there. Rhodes is not one. There's a trading port in... Ah, right. Yeah, there's a trading port over there. Constantinople would be quite nice to have, of course, but we're not quite there yet. Oh, Byzantine separatists. Where is that one going to be rising up? It could be Rhodes, or it could be Athens, or Achaia. It's 9,000 men that they have there, though. Just going to go ahead and get another 1,000 infantry. We're probably going to be relying a lot of infantry right now, because we don't have a lot of economy. Primarily, our economy is based on raiding. Ooh, we can't... No, it needs to be stated territories. I think, yeah, in your states. Oh dear, Naxos fleet is getting hammered there pretty bad. Now, Venetians could still probably sink that fleet. I am actually surprised, though, that how well the... I mean, I'm sure that Albania is going to have to surrender eventually. But at least they're keeping Ottomans busy for a while. Did I ever get the claim? No, I did not get claim there or here. I got a claim on Mamluks. Now, of course, if Mamluks were to declare war on Ottomans, how much do the Mamluks have? They got 30,000, so the Ottomans are actually a bit stronger than that. Well, it's only 32,000, so it's not much of a difference. Oh dear, the Albanian fleet is getting caught there. Okay, let's recall the diplomat from Ottomans. They are actually less angry at me now. They still want my provinces. There's a bit of border friction. But beyond that, it's actually not that bad. So we, in theory, we might be able to get the relations in such a location that they might not declare war on us immediately. But there we go, we've got Athens court now, so let's go ahead and turn this into a state. And there's core everything. There's a lot of admin points admittedly, but that is also going to be quite a massive amount of income, especially now that we can embrace the Greek culture. And that is going to allow us to start converting provinces. Now, it's going to be quite slow initially, although once we get a little bit of... I think we're actually not going to start converting anything yet. We're going to wait for the stability to increase, and then we'll start doing it. Unless, of course, if we can get a missionary strength. No, we don't have a advisor for that. Never mind. But there we go. We got a bit of extra troops here. Can we actually have even more armies now? We could. Okay, maybe it's time to get another knight unit in here. So there's a bit of unrest in here, of course, but now the unrest is going to be reduced. And hopefully also, well, roads should be getting much better with unrest. There's a bit of oh, there's corruption, I see. That reminds me, how much are we spending on corruption? Clearly not enough. There we go, so we'll go with the half a point of corruption reduced per year. It's going to cost us a little bit, actually. We're still almost... No. Now that we increase that, the deficit is a decent bit high. But of course, once we get rid of the corruption, that's going to be better. Ooh. Core painter available, so we need to pay 10 ducats, but we get a stability and 10 prestige. Yes, please. There we go. So now we can start probably converting some provinces. So let's start with Morea, I think. It's a little bit expensive, but once we start getting these conversions done, it's going to be really nice. And it's a different set of separatists as well that is getting boosted from that, but that's alright. There's a decent bit of rise. It's +6 from the active missionary. Separatism is fairly high. We still got the galley combat ability for a while. We did send the fleet back home, so we did do the raiding. We're probably going to try to save up the cash as much as possible, and we will need to keep this army somewhat active. There's a 2.8 unrest reduction in this state. Ooh, there we go. Rhodes got another base production. And Venice will pay a lot of money to Ottomans to... They didn't have to give anything away, so there's that. And we are improving relations with Pope. Is there any chance of getting... No, there's no chance of getting an alliance there. Is there... Ooh, Ferrara, we could ally. Well, they got a bit of fleet, I guess, but that's probably not going to be enough to save me. But I suppose now Albania is alone, so Albania is going to get annexed, and then Ep2 is probably going to be the next one, which is Genoa and Papal State, unless they declare war on me, which is a possibility. Well, actually, they don't have claim on me yet, but they probably will soon. Oh, Venice is no longer guaranteeing me. I mean, I suppose that's fine. We are still allied, at least. They probably don't want to get dragged into a war unnecessarily. Which I don't blame them for, admittedly. Oh, Constance has joined the trade league with Venice. So they have a trade league again. But I do realize that we are actually out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.